Welcome back. All right, so today's draft prospect, we're going to talk about Berkeley Catton. Berkeley Catton playing for a Spokane team, a team that wasn't necessarily great. What that did was it forced Berkeley to handle the puck a lot more than some of the other prospects and kind of may have helped his game as a result. He was counted on in all situations by Spokane. By all accounts, he's done quite well. So if you're wondering why he's not higher in the overall grand scheme of things, his size seems to be what's causing him not to be as highly thought of as guys like Celebrini, Demidov, and others. So he's 180 centimeters taller, 5'11". So first off, being below 6 feet as a center in the NHL is not the end of the world. But 74 kilos or 163 pounds, that's going to cause him to drop. Although I did see a report saying he was 170 pounds. But still, it is one thing that's seen as a potential drawback is that he's not an overly big player. But he doesn't shy away from physical play. So he's willing to take hits. He's willing to play in dirty areas. And you look at his numbers with Spokane this year, fantastic. So last year in Spokane, 63 games, 23 goals, 32 assists, 55 points. Not bad, a year before your draft year. And then this year in his draft year, 68 games played still for Spokane. 54 goals, 62 assists, 116 points. He's a center. Does he stay at center in the NHL? That's a debate as well. So in terms of where he is on the prospect list right now, he's number 8 on Elite Prospects, number 8 on Hockey Prospect, number 10 on Bob McKenzie's list, and number 7 on Sportsnet's list. So I'm wearing Ottawa. Ottawa's drafting 7th. I'm like, sure, why not Berkeley Catton? Why not? Ottawa has a lot of good young players. I do feel like the fact this guy's seen as a potential number 1 center in the NHL, unless Ottawa moves the pick, I think that could work. But again, we'll see. He plays very well in the corners. First thing that gets mentioned with him in a few of the reports I looked at was about how he's not shy about playing in the corners, playing along the boards, and he's very, very good at getting the puck. So the takeaways. And he's very good with the puck. He is good at evading defenders, getting to the net. He can play well outside. He can play well inside. And one thing I talk about a lot when I'm reviewing hockey games is, how often play gets kept to the outside. Catton could be one of those guys who could break through that kind of defense at the NHL level with the proper training and just with time. The patience people don't always show prospects. You were drafted a week ago. Why aren't you a 50 goal scorer? We haven't even started training camp yet. He has a very good shot and he's a good playmaker. In fact, looking at these reports, they're all the same in terms of saying everything you're looking for offensively is there. Plus, he's also able to kill penalties. He plays in all situations. He plays in all 3 zones. Good at the defensive end, the offensive end. And there's no glaring weaknesses to his game. There's just none. His skating's very good. His passing, his shot, very good as well. He could become a number 1 center. He does need to get a bit stronger. He's very good at getting to the slot. Most of his shots this year for Spokane were from inner or higher up slot. And so he's good at getting to the high danger areas. And again, remember, playing for Spokane, not a lot of players to defend against. The fact that he's still able to fight through and get to the slot and get those chances through, 54 goals worth, tells you he's a pretty strong player in terms of his will and his resolve. He's deadly in transition. If he steals that puck in his own zone, he's gone. And so this is something else to keep an eye on because in today's NHL, transition plays are the name of the game. Both teams that are in the final that's about to start on Saturday, the Oilers and the Panthers, both of them very good in transition. And if they steal the puck, they can get pinned down for a while before they steal it, but once they've stolen it, they're gone. And so Catton fits right into what is the current product the National Hockey League's putting out there. Being smaller, one setback, and it might be one of the reasons why he's not higher rated by some. He's seen as potentially end up being transferred to the wing at the NHL level, that maybe he won't be a center because he's on the smaller side. I will say this, I wouldn't be surprised if he starts out on the wing at the NHL level. It takes a little bit of pressure off. You don't have as much responsibility on the wing, but because he's smart, he's very skilled, he very likely ends up being a center soon after that. Probably force himself into the conversation. One thing he could do is just make himself deadly on faceoffs, and then it's really hard to take him out of the middle. If he's good at every part of the game, and if his faceoff game is on point, again, make it so they have to play you down the middle, even if they don't necessarily want to. and that's the name of the game for Berkeley Catton. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Where do you think he ends up getting drafted? Looking at everything on there, one name that came to mind for me was Jonathan Toews. Although the explosive offense and all of the offensive things they're saying about him, maybe he's going to end up scoring more. It's rare to see somebody score this many points in their draft year. And so, yeah, there's good reason to think that Catton could end up being a steal in this year's draft. So is that going to be the case? Let me know your thoughts. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.